There we go. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Down Under Mastermind call. The first one in January, in 2018. And we've got Karena with us this evening.
Yay.
She's managed to do 2 video challenges back to back, which I think is quite impressive. So all yours, Karena.
Thanks. Awesome. So what would you like to know? Like specifically, do you have any questions or up front, or do you want me to just talk?
Well, you've had
I'll just talk then.
180 days of practice. You just have to do it for an hour this time.
Okay, I'll just start. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Start by telling us your story.
Okay. A bit about who I am. So I live in Sydney and I have a full-time job. I work in a management consultancy firm doing stuff. And then I come home and I work on my business at nighttime. And I started the SFM back in March. My background, in a nutshell, my background is in theatre performance and acting. Also done pretty much every shit job under the sun, especially to do with hospitality. And then I started working at a university about 5 or 6 years ago, where I ran coordinated orientation events and leadership programs at a university here in Sydney. And then I quit that because I had a panic attack because I was really, it was like one of those environments where there's so much politics and so much micromanaging that it just burnt me out and stressed. Yeah, so I had to leave. I ended up volunteering on this permaculture farm for 5 months in Sydney, and that's when I found out about the SFM. So that was in February 2017. 2017. Last year in February, I signed up for my video series and became a member in March or whatever. And so I've been here about 10 months, and I was very skeptical at first, but I'd signed up for other stuff in the past and not done anything with it because I felt like I was alone or didn't have support to implement the information, because there's so much information out there. Information isn't the problem. The problem is actually implementing it and having the support in which to do so. So that's why I got really into what I'm doing with the SFM, because I just found the support so awesome. So basically I got into the 90-day video challenge because that's what you did. Like, you work through the modules and then they're like, oh, now you do the video challenge. And I thought, well, if I'm making ads, I guess I'll do this and, see what happens. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. So I joined, and I have to say, I could go on and on about, I tell you to do it. It's transformational, and for a few reasons. Number one, I feel like to really be 100% into this, into what you're doing, into this business, in terms of commitment, you have to embed yourself into the community. It's such a big part of it, because so much of the learning I've done has been through information exchange with people I've made relationships with. And I've made so many relationships through the 90-day video challenge, because you're seeing the same people every day. You're learning about them. You're sharing information. They're learning you. You form connections. So when I went to Phoenix in September, like literally I knew 50% of the people there just from doing the challenge. So that was awesome, because it feels like you already know everyone, even though you've never met in real life, which is bizarre. So I think in terms of that community building and confidence building and feeling like you're supported, it's so, so important to get involved in that. That was massive for me. In terms of, I guess the other benefit was having to come up with material every day. So that in itself can be very daunting, a very daunting prospect. And I realized very quickly that you don't have to be profound in your videos. You just need to share something. It's like we share stuff every day. Every day we're talking to people and sharing about what we've seen, what we've done, what we've heard. And so that's all it is. And when I broke it down like that, it didn't become such a big deal. It's like I pick up my phone and I talk for 5 minutes about something. Some people might think, well, you've got to provide value, and people get really caught up over providing value, which you do have to provide value. But on the other hand, you don't really get to say what people find valuable, because I might be on my phone going, I have nothing to say. This is a crap video. Sorry, I'm really sick, and I'm just making this video because, I have to buy. Someone else watching that could be like, I feel sick too, but they showed up. I'm going to show up today and do something. You just don't know who is watching and what they're getting from it. So even the crappiest thing you could think of producing, someone will find value in it. So what cripples me in terms of content creation is thinking that it has to change someone's life or like be amazing. And I'm like, nah, you're going to make 1,000 videos this year, just pump stuff out, and whoever sees it, someone will find value. Maybe not everyone, but some people will. And that's good. That's all I want. So I think that's a tip, I guess, if people are feeling intimidated by it, it's like, don't try to make it profound. Just share stuff that's interesting to you, that's affected you. Just share. The point is the sharing. That's really powerful when you share, and you don't know who's going to take from that. The other thing that it really does is it gets you into the habit of content creation, and forming those habits are just so powerful when you can show up for yourself and show yourself that you can do it. The way you see yourself, it changes. Well, it did for me anyway. So in terms of doing 2 back-to-back, so I did the 90 days and then I was like, yeah, I'm just going to do another 90 days. And the reason I did that was because I felt like many of my videos were, pretty much majority of my videos were geared towards SFM community and not my external audience. And that was because I didn't feel confident in talking to external audiences. In fact, I was friggin' petrified of talking to people outside of the community via video. I'm terrified. And so I started creating videos that were for external audiences that would broadcast to my tiny list, and to the 90-day video challenge. And it just helped me begin trying to think from the perspective of people on the outside looking in, or perhaps brand new people looking in. And it also, more than anything, helped me overcome a fear of being misunderstood, a fear of judgment. It just put me out of my comfort zone and made me stretch out that extra little bit further.
Cool.
I also just wanted to see if I could do it. I mean, it's kind of like, oh, you know what I mean? It was just like, I wonder if I could I do it? Like, can I actually do this? And I did. And it was like, because it gets to the point where you just get used to it. It's part of the routine. But yeah, so yeah, that's my story.
So what now? Now that you've done 2 back-to-back, what do you work on now?
Yeah, so I started doing lives around halfway through the video challenge, more frequently, and I'm in a small accountability group now where we're posting to our Facebook pages live videos. Well, I want to be a bit more strategic about my lives now, because I'm just like, getting the phone out and going and just talking into it. Like, so it's not the best use of Facebook Live. So actually today I started researching. I did a webinar on how to actually use Facebook Live. So my focus now is 3 Facebook Lives per week, doing it done properly to boosting, like really start to get engagement and and get leads basically in the long run. It's not really why I'm doing it though. It's more I'm actually really interested to see what happens. It's more of a curiosity thing from my point of view. Maybe it will get leads, maybe it won't, I don't know. But I just kind of want to see what happens. And that's like really cool because 180 days ago, there's no way in hell I would have had the confidence to do that. So for me now, it's about Facebook Lives, but using them more strategically with a bit more thought behind them now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm
Cool.
Excited about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. So has anyone, I know, who's here?
We've got Ange, we've got Lisa, we've got Kelly, and we've got
Kelly,
Grant.
hello. So Kelly's doing it at the moment. She's doing the video challenge at the moment because I've seen you on there, haven't you? You're in there at the moment, aren't you, Kelly? Yeah. How are you finding it at the moment?
Years I've been pretty
I think you're
slack.
still muted.
I just
okay.
unmuted you.
I didn't realise. Yeah, I'm only up to 66, but I feel like I've done 90 days already. I don't know if I've done more or lost track or whatever, but I'm still struggling a little bit. I had a bit of time off over Christmas and New Year's because it's just so busy and just been, you lose the momentum a little bit. So I was just saying to Angie, I'm just starting to get back into it, and yeah, and I think once I finish I'll probably do it again because I'm not that confident either yet. I haven't done any lives or anything, and I don't really get anyone and I'm feeling a bit self-confident, I guess, and still a bit judgmental of myself because I'm not getting many comments or people actually watching my videos. And I know because there's so many of them out there, you can't look at all of them. But, you notice certain people get a lot more, they seem to attract a lot more people. They've got that thing about them.
Well, what also happens is when someone comments on a video, it goes to the top of the list. So the more comments they have, it keeps going to the top of the list. And if no one comments on your video, you find it zaps down the list really fast.
Oh, okay.
So,
right.
I think I've done 3 videos. I mean, I've just joined the challenge. I've done 3 videos now, and now I just go to scan down the list and look for the most recent ones. And that one's been 19 hours. Oh, here's one that's been posted an hour ago, so I'll look at that one, basically to get them back up the list, and I put a comment on theirs.
Yeah. That's the thing that I think that will help with that is, I don't know if you're commenting on other people's videos, but because it is about relationship, because you start to see the same people and you form relationships with them, as you know. But if you're not consistently there, it's kind of like it's that recency and frequency. The more people see you, like day in, day out, you just get more engagement. And that's how it is in the group, and that's how it is, I imagine, in real life. Like when you're on your Facebook, do you know what I mean? It's like the more you're on them, the more you're engaged, the more consistent.
So do you mean the same people, or just as many as you can? Because you can't, I don't know how many people do the 90-day challenge at one time, whether there's 100, 200, whatever.
Just comment on the people's videos that you like. Like, there'll be some people that you really resonate with, that whose videos you like, you know what I mean? And then you comment on them, and then they know your little thumbnail and they'll see you, and then they'll go, oh, there's Kelly. And I mean, that's what I do. I'm assuming that's what most people are like, because you feel like you start to connect with people.
Yeah, I feel like I need to interact more with people. I do comment on Angie's because Angie and I know Angie, and I like listening to her videos as well. She's always got so much value, so I always make sure I listen to hers. And then I sort of just listen to the ones that sort of come up first.
Cool.
There was another woman that was on today that I seemed to resonate with. I don't know if it was because she was upset and she was asking for, she needed the community and she needed support, and I don't know, I just listened to her, I went for 4 minutes and I just listened to the whole thing. You know how sometimes after a minute you're like, okay, I've heard enough, sort of thing. But some people, she was really upset and going through a really hard time, and I just felt for her. So I left a comment on hers, and yeah. So yeah, I think I just need to do what you said and just interact with more people.
Yeah. And I mean this whole business is about relationships. So putting like comments, numbers and views and everything aside, like you're building relationships. So when you look at it from that point of view, it's probably more because I know I can feel like, oh, this is a waste of time, I'm on Facebook commenting. When you look at it that way, it's not helping you. But when you look at it in terms of, I'm building relationships, do you know what I mean? It makes it doesn't feel like a waste of time. It feels important. And I'm not saying you need to watch it. Yeah, and it's also, but you got to imagine, if you're running a business, an online business, and you have 2,000, you have 5,000, whatever people on your Facebook, you wanted to build to that. You've got to engage with them. You have to listen to them. So this is all practice. Everything we're doing is building skills, building practice for the real deal. That's why we're here. So we practice with each other. This is exactly what this is.
Yeah.
It's that audience engagement part. So so maybe think about it from that point of view, and try to be consistent where you can, and
great advice. I just need a kick in the ass sometimes, I think. And all about the mindset, because I don't know, sometimes I get, what are you doing, Mum?
You're back again.
Hello to everybody. Hello.
Hello.
Just keeping consistent, and so many distractions. So it's very hard, with the kids and then the husband at home. I've lost sort of all momentum, and all I've wanted to do is be consistent with this. So I feel a bit put off. But now that the silly season's all over, I'm really excited to get back into it.
That's great.
Yeah.
Going live is what helps that too, heaps. If you've got, if you're struggling for time, because as you know, uploading to Facebook, uploading videos to Facebook takes time. It's like when you're doing it and you know you can do it again, and you do 10 takes. I don't know if you do, but that's what I did. I'm shit house at video.
No, I'm just like, that shit, I don't care. I'll just post it anyway.
That's good.
Yeah. But I found for the 90-day video journey, going live was almost like a cheat thing for me. The whole nervous thing, I'm live. That didn't worry me at all. I was just like, thank Christ I can just bang this out and then hit done and then walk away. I don't have to upload it to the computer, and I don't have to sit here for 2 hours while it loads up. I reckon Facebook Live in the 90-day video journey is an absolute godsend. And we only come across it 2/3 of the way through. I don't know why we never did it before. I think Amy Taylor and that come in, and when they started again, not this time, the time before, her and Blanche and Megan and Brett and all them started again, and they were going to do every single one live. And I said to Helena, why don't we do ours live? And then from that point on, every single one live.
It's so much quicker.
Maybe that'll be my next goal then.
I would totally recommend it. And it's cool because it's cool because people like comment while you're doing it, and then you see a comment, and then you're like, you can talk to that person. There's interaction as far as relationship building goes. Like it's as good as you're going to get. I think.
Awesome.
Now I've also found that, Grant, with going live. I mean, my first time round in the 90-day challenge, I almost recorded and edited sometimes. Well, edited most of them. I put them on YouTube and then shared them in. Where this time round, I've gone live each time.
Yeah, it's the best.
Communication was so much easier. I mean, you can, if you want to then put it onto YouTube later, you can still download it and take it. But yeah, no, it is. I found it much better, and again, a lot more communication by messaging people. But limited on the amount of time sometimes you have in getting those messages out there. It's a great tip there, Karena, like in building those relationships. I think it's sort of like finding the time to actually put that time into it, isn't it, really? I've got to put some messages out and listen to more calls. Basically, it's finding the time to fit that all in.
Yeah, and look, everyone's busy, so it's like comment on 3 videos, and sometimes I don't even watch all the way through. I watch a minute, I get the gist, and then I comment, and I do that because I don't have time. But also, I want them to know that I see them, that I support them. That, do you know what I mean? So, I mean, if you can't watch the whole thing, can't watch the whole thing. But it's just that practice. It's really just being engaged.
Yeah.
Supporting people.
Practice of communication, isn't it?
Yeah.
If it's good
I try
video,
to keep mine to like a minute or 2.
If it's good video, it's so easy to get caught up watching it. I remember Holly did one.
20 minutes.
Actually, that's the other thing too. The headline, if you can get a good, doesn't have to sit there and think about the headline, but if you put a good headline on, her headline was, if you're DEA, don't watch this or something like that. Yeah. And it was a 36-minute video, and Helena and I sat there and watched the whole thing, and we're just commenting to her the whole time, and it was just hilarious. It was half an hour of some of the best video you'll ever watch. It was just hilarious. And I don't even know if she really thought it was going to go for that long. It's just that she's got on a bit of a, what Holly's like. You get on a bit of a roll, and people start commenting, and then all this stuff, and it's just hilarious. It's good. Like lives are good like that. I'd recommend lives. I'd recommend lives any day of the week.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, cool.
You want to have this? Yeah.
No, I had a cool live earlier on today with Gunny. Suddenly we decided to add each other to the screen, so it was just the 2 of us. It was only quickly a 2.5 or 3 minute call into the group. I was doing a live.
Nice.
And then Gunny came on and said, add to the screen, and so shared her little tip while I was asking about mirroring. So it was quite nice to actually test something else. I
just watched that. That was really cool.
Oh, it was just cool testing it in the group, because we thought, we haven't tried this. We'll test it in the group.
What, so you can bring someone else onto the call?
I brought someone else into the call. Yeah, I was on the call, and Gunny said she could come in onto the call, and we came into the call together.
But there's another thought. You could team up with someone and end up, you're both doing your 90-day video challenge in one video.
Yes,
having a conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good. It was nice to actually test it out, and it wasn't planned. It was just a matter of
even interview someone.
Yeah, no, that's what I think would be a good thing too. I think you've done that, haven't you, Karena? You've spoken to someone, or
Yeah.
I remember you doing something like that.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
that's just that little green. Sorry, Angie. That's just that little green button, isn't it? On when someone's live and it's got like little plus symbol. Is that what you hit?
Yeah, hitting plus. We had to hit plus a few times, and then it was add to screen, invite to share screen or something. It said.
Okay, cool.
So it actually was pretty cool the way it worked. Yeah. Suddenly she turns up, and we were just chatting.
Can you have more than one? Can you have like 3 or 4?
I would like to test how many you could have. I thought we should give this a test, because it did say that I could add someone else.
Yeah.
There was no.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone do that. Never seen anyone do that before.
Maybe it's something we can work on.
Well, we'll jump on a call once on live.
Yeah.
No, it'd be good. It'd be good to work it out and have a look.
If I see it, I'll jump on. If someone starts doing it, I'll jump on.
Yeah, you're going to press the plus button and say and
Yeah.
they'll accept you on. No, that'd be good. That'd be good. And so, but Clint, when you're we'll go back onto the video thing, because obviously the video challenge has helped you now. You've been doing your videos for Google, for YouTube advertising.
Yeah. So I made the videos, which I put in the group, but I also put some of them on my page, and I also put them on my YouTube account. But I don't use any of them for advertising. I have made ads specifically for that. But I use them in my broadcasts, which is good. Because sometimes I send the content to Rev and they transcribe it for me, and I use that content and wrap it around the video for my broadcasts and blogs and stuff. But so that's a good little quick sort of way of doing things, because I'm lazy and work full time, so I try and cut corners where I can. And sometimes you're just so brain dead you can't think. It's like I can't think of an article, so I'm just kind of transcribe it. But that's a really good service. It's Rev.com. They're like very accurate in terms of transcription of videos, and they turn it around in less than an hour. It's awesome.
And what do they charge?
It's $1 per minute of footage.
Oh, that's cheap as.
I know, it's $1 US, but like my videos are 4 or 5 minutes, so I pay $5 or whatever.
And then you've got a good article to go with you. I mean, to post on your blog. So you post your video and the blog together so they can watch and read at the same time. Yeah,
I tidy it up because I sometimes swear and I sometimes say a lot of ums and waffle. Yeah. So I tidied it up. Yeah, but I don't have to think, you know what I mean? Which is good sometimes. Yeah, so that's a good little tip.
So what you're saying is you don't think when you talk?
100%. A lot of the time, no. Yeah. Sometimes stuff comes out. But yeah. So yeah, it's been a good journey, and definitely recommend it. What about Lisa? Hey, I haven't met you before.
I can unmute her.
Yeah.
Go for it, Lisa.
Hey.
I've been sort of out of whack for a few months. I left my job.
Wow.
And just trying to get organised and get things together. So
yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Have you done any of the video challenges yet, or are you still working through modules, or where are you at?
No, I didn't think I was going to do the video challenge, and now just the last couple of months I've been thinking, well, I'm going to have to do them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm about to start, way behind everyone else.
That's all right.
Don't worry, I've been in SFM a while and I've only just started.
Yeah, I've been in a couple of years, over 2 years. But that trying to work full time and get it all together is just, it's really hard.
Yeah.
But gave up work and moved back into the house and had to deal with, Christmas and everything. So now looking forward to getting off the ground in a big way.
Awesome. Well, yeah, the videos are definitely a big confidence builder, and can really help build momentum, I find, and support again. Like sometimes you get stuck, on certain technical things or whatever, and there's people in the community, because you've built that relationship with, or you build confidence to be able to ask for help from people because you see each other quite a bit, or they're familiar. It's helped me a lot in terms of having the confidence to reach out to people and ask for advice or help with stuff. Yeah, so even though it's scary at first, it's definitely, I guess, it's definitely such an important step in the journey, because when you think about where you want to be, running a business, promoting, putting ads online, it's the reality is if you can't make a video in the safest environment known to man, which is this 90-day video circle, you've got buckleys of having an online business. And that's honestly how I feel, because you've got to have you've got to push through that fear. And the best way to do that is in this circle. You won't find a more supportive group, but you get out what you put in. It's like with anything, it's just, you have to put in, you have to have some consistency. You need to contribute. You need to be engaged to reap the benefits. But when you think about where you're going and what's required for that, like it's the best next step, honestly. Even though it can be, it's out of your comfort zone, and that's how you know it's the right thing to do, right? Because I spent years in my comfort zone. Look where that got me. You know what I mean? I was comfortable and dead inside. And broke and miserable. So it doesn't work. You need to do something different, and that is the most supportive place I know to do it. And I'll just go on and on forever about it, but yeah, that's how I feel. If I can't make a video for my friends, how can I make a video to complete strangers and ask them to invest in my business? Honestly.
Boom.
So that's what we're building up to. And it's a skill, it's a muscle, and it's building confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're not confident on your video, it comes through, and then people look at it and go, well, why would I want to buy off her or off him? Or
totally.
Yeah.
Totally. And that's just part of the journey, is building that confidence. Yeah.
And that's why Stuart Ross is so good, because he gets on his videos, he's super confident, and people go, oh, I like that guy. Click the button and I'll sign up to him.
Yeah, because he spent years honing that craft.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to take years. You just got to start. You just got to start. Yeah. But consistency is really important. One video a week's not going to do it. It's doing it when you don't want to do it. That's when you grow. And for me, for most days, I didn't want to do it. You never feel like it in the beginning. But it's just, yeah, I could go on and on forever about it. Yeah, do it. Yeah. Who's this?
I'm going to have to love yous and leave you guys.
Yeah. See you, babe.
Right. See you, Grant.
All right.
Nice having you.
Thanks again.
See you, Grant.
See you guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Robbie. Cheers.
No worries.
Yeah, so any other questions? No.
Gonna ask me.
What do you do full time, Karena?
I work in an office, so we're a management consultancy firm, and we go and do we work mostly with government agencies. We do a lot of restructures, like we go and basically tell them what they're doing wrong and how to fix it, in terms of kind of like how they structure their staffing, or the way they work with other businesses. Like we do a lot of procurement stuff. We do trainings and things like that. So I'm not a consultant. I assist on projects, but I also do a lot of the admin, and I also do a lot of the business development, so finding new work. So I wear a lot of different hats in my job. We're a very small firm. We're like 4 people, and we've got like, I don't know, at the moment, I mean, we could have between 8 to 12 clients at the same time going. So it's just like, and for me, I've never worked for a small business before. I've always worked in larger, organizations. And so it was really awesome actually having a chance to work in a small business, because it made me realize more than ever how important systems are, because I look at my boss and she is her business. And if she's sick tomorrow, the business is done. Like, she is a single point of risk in that business because it's all her. It's all her IP. It's all her knowledge. And we support her. The other consultants are good too, but they don't have her level of experience, knowledge. And that is so risky as a business owner. And I just look at that and I'm like, oh, I would never, ever start a business like that. Like, I just think online is where it's at. It's got to be about the systems. It's got to be about leveraging systems. You are not the business. You are the creator of systems, and you step away from the systems and let it do its thing. Because that, I really learned that watching her in this business. And but it's also been good because, like, I've worked in other, like in my uni job. Oh, fuck. If you wanted to make any change, you had to ask 50 people for permission. If you had an idea, you had to write a proposal to get, whereas here in this small business, it's go, 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 like fly by the seat of your pants. Like, if you have an idea, just go, do it. Don't even ask permission. It's just a go, go, go. There's no time and there's no staff. So it's nice to be in that environment. It's different. And it's giving me a taste of what it's like to run a business or see someone run a business. It's just interesting. Oh God, we do a lot of work with government, and it's just sad. It's fucking sad. Like going into some organizations where it's just people, literally their job is to try and keep people in a job. And how they do that is by making lots of busy work. And it's just really sad. It's really, really sad to me, because we work with a lot of clients and we do reviews of like different organizations where people are miserable, toxic environments. And I'm so glad I got out of where I was, because I was the same. I was that same person. Like I was also, it was like looking back at my past to see where I had come from. That's what it's like. Like coming into government agencies now and seeing that and going, that was me 18 months ago. But I made a decision. Some of these people never will make a decision. But yeah, I could never go back. I could never, ever go back. Not even, never.
And that's why they'll be there for 40 years.
Exactly. And most of them are. And and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just, it's really so, when you just have those moments where you realize how far you've come in such a short space of time. Like, thank God, it's like a sliding doors moment where you could see that could be my future if I wanted it to be, like if I chose that. But like, so yes, anyway, that's what I do. It's very interesting.
How do you find the time? Do you just work on the business at night after work?
Yeah, and weekends. Yeah, I don't have kids, so there's that. I'm also single, so there's that too.
Perfect.
I literally have no life.
Dream.
Yeah, I have no life, but I'm fine by that. I'm absolutely fine with that.
At the moment.
Well, I know it's temporary.
Yeah.
You don't have time for anything else. It's good that you can just focus all your attention, like not have so many distractions. Like, no, I'm not sleeping out there. Yeah, there's always so many distractions when you've got children and husbands, and it's like, leave me alone. I just want to do my own thing for half an hour or something, because, and then you got to feed everybody and wash their clothes and sort everyone else out. So, yeah, it's pretty full on, like, the family thing. So you're doing it at a perfect time.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, I don't have that. I don't have to face that struggle. I imagine it's very difficult. Yeah, I've got no advice there. except that, well, I can't be dishing out advice because I don't have kids.
Maybe we can get Claudia on to give you advice on that one.
Well, I was going to say, like, a really good person to talk to would be Cordelia, because
she's got 3, yeah.
Yeah, she's a full-time nurse, bonkers, and she's like,
she's finished nursing, isn't she?
Nah, she does nursing, like casually now. She's like, yeah, but she's started in July, and she's doing great, and I think she's just structured her time. I don't know how she does it. She's
done amazing.
I think I'll work on getting her on a call.
Yeah, 100%. I think a lot of people could probably
benefit from it.
It's a massive issue for a lot of people. Like it is, rightly so. It's massive.
She's always got such a high energy about her. It's like, well, where do you get it from? She's always seems so happy and bubbly, and I think that resonates a lot with people. You know, people like to see happy people and having fun and getting out there, living life, and she's so natural as well. Like, not nervous at all. She's confident. You know, she's got it all going on.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and to her credit, like she's been really engaged and consistent, and I think that's the theme for today. Really, is engage and be consistent, because it's just because you get energy from doing that, you get momentum from doing that, and obviously she's an extrovert and real. I mean, she's out there, confident and everything, but she still has confidence, like problems with confidence. Like I know that she does. We've spoken about it, and she's made videos about not feeling confident in certain areas, and it's really just doing it anyway and showing up. So I think a call with her would be a really good idea, because I would like to hear. Yeah, I'd love to hear how she does it. I don't know how.
Yeah, I met her in Perth, so I'll reach out to her and see if she'll come on.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure she would. I'm sure she'd love to. Yeah. No,
a lot of it, though, still also comes down to scheduling time in for yourself and scheduling time in to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where a lot of it actually comes down to, when you've got a family and you're working, or like doing shift work. I do shift work, have a family. I mean, I know they're all older now, but you've still got to schedule things in. You're still running people around. So it's a matter of just scheduling and saying, no, this is what I've got. Like here today, I've still got 9 people in the house. I mean, I've still got guests here, but this morning I just said to them, no, I'm getting home. I'm going to be on doing things between 7 and 9. I'm not available.
You are the queen of scheduling.
It's just scheduling it in, really, a lot of the time. And that's what I think it is. And doing things sometimes en route or on the way back from things. Like if the videos that I do are always on the way back from somewhere, I'll go and have a quick half-hour walk and shoot a video.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of it comes down to organise time. Yeah, time management.
With the kids, all my older ones, they're easy and they're not always here a lot. But it's the little one, the 3-year-old, I kind of just work around her. But I'm lucky with her that she's such a good kid, and she will just go and play and entertain herself for a while, quite a while. So I can always, fit plenty of time in, and maybe this year she might go to preschool 1 day a week. So that'll give me like a whole day to just, spend more time on the business and stuff. But I'm hoping to like put more time into it now, the season's over. At least 4 hours a day I should be able to put into it easy.
It's good. Awesome. Good.
Even if that's spread out. And that's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, that's good.
That's heaps. Yeah.
So, and maybe start looking into maybe doing a bit of paid advertising on Facebook like you are, Angie, or something like that. I still don't have any leads. I got nothing.
How are you advertising?
I'm just doing unpaid on just blogging at the moment because I'm not doing any paid advertising. So all I'm doing is blogging on OnlyWire. So it goes out to four different platforms.
Yep.
So I'm putting one on every 2 days.
Okay.
And are they getting read?
Sorry?
Are people reading them?
Yeah. I haven't really looked at the recent ones, but the earlier on ones I've got, on one of them there was like 400 views or something. I was like, oh wow,
that's awesome.
I thought that was a lot, but I'm not getting any feedback or leads. I'm not getting anything out of it.
There's no comments.
I've done like 17 now, but when I had my call with Patty, she said by February you need to be blogging 4 times a week.
Yeah.
So I've only just started on OnlyWire, so I've got a lot of blogs behind me that I can put on there and try and keep in front. I just need to do something else. Probably.
Maybe you could try Facebook Lives.
Do the video challenge and use your videos as blogs.
Oh, my videos are shit.
That's why you need to do the video challenge.
I'm so critical of myself. If I do look at them, I'm like, oh my God, like look at my eyes. I'm just going and looking around, and I'm looking all weird to myself. That's not naturally me. I look really, for me, I feel like I'm tense and.
So how do you get better?
And not being natural and authentic.
So how do you get better?
You're being natural and authentic now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find it easier talking like this than to myself into,
Yeah.
video.
Can you imagine that you're talking to a friend or one of us when you're making your video? So don't look at yourself, look at the little circle in your camera and imagine you're talking to me or Robbie or whoever, and just it will help you relax a bit more and get a bit more casual because
get Angie's picture and stick it on the back of your phone.
Exactly.
Carrie's being very critical because she has got some videos which I think you would easily be able to use in blogs.
Yeah,
especially the one at Patonga where you've got Indy balancing on there and you talk about balance in life. You've got a few videos you could go through and you could quite easily modify and edit and put into a part of a blog.
But you probably don't even have to modify it, then you're just appearing real.
Yeah, well, they are real. I mean, you could trim off the edges if you wanted to, but like there's a couple there that you've got that more than a couple, there's quite a few.
So you write the blog and then you add the video onto it as well. See, I don't know how to do that.
Well, no, you just shoot a video, and as Karena says, you can send it to Rex and get it transcribed, and then you go through this transcription and edit it so that you get rid of the ums and ahs and whatever, and the swearing if you don't want to have your swearing in there, and you just post it as your blog and you put your video on there so they've got a choice. They can read the video, watch the video or read the blog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
then you've got content for your blog.
All right, well, that's my next thing to work on then as well.
Awesome. Yeah. That's cool.
Very cool. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was thinking maybe Facebook Lives do the video challenge, but Facebook Lives could be a really good way to also generate leads. I know Angie, like you do a lot of lives. Have you found that?
Yeah.
I don't really get leads though through my Facebook Live, but I am building up a little bit of communication with a few people. And that's a start. I mean, they're not actually in my AWeber as such, but I still look upon them as leaves because they're in my Facebook. I mean, like this week, I've probably sort of grown my Facebook probably about 5 to 10 people a week, if possible, by doing things on Facebook. But I go live, and sometimes I feel like I may have gone live too soon to my page. I've been going live to my page, I think, since around May, 5 times a week at least. I just go to my page and just choose a topic and talk for no more than 2 minutes normally. Have a little talk on it. I'm still not confident, always overconfident on the camera, but I just think like, just give it a go. And if you feel like today when I was chatting, it's sort of like I've made up my mind I'm going to talk about something, and then when I went to talk, it was just totally different. So I thought, oh, okay, this is obviously what I meant to say, and I don't know now. I'm really but no, so I do. The good thing is though, you then begin to track. You can look in your statistics. You can see what videos are working, what messages are working, what's not working. So
that's what I'd be crapping myself about too, is Facebook Lives, because all your family and friends will see it. I don't even let my husband watch my videos because he teases me.
So that's why you need to.
Well, you can select your audience.
Yeah.
You can isolate some people so it doesn't go to families.
Yeah. And I put it into my page, actually. I start off by going onto my page. And then it's normally, my husband then normally watches it and says, I'm sharing that one out to our private ones. So sometimes he shares them. So no, it's fine because I start off on the page. And you've got a page that you could start chatting to on the page.
Yeah, my husband's on there.
That doesn't matter. Kick him off it for
I
a while.
know.
Yeah. But I
I
think sometimes you don't really know who's watching either half the time. Like I know the recent blog, because I've got a download thing I can check on my WordPress. But on like the recent blog I put out just now, started January, my first one, I put a downloadable file in it. And it's already been downloaded 37 times. Now, they're not part of the AWeb, or I haven't had them sign in. It was just something I put into the blog. So, of course, we've given them something of value. I've had quite a few people sign into the Facebook page. So, I mean, next time I put a blog out, they'll probably be watching it. So, like they say, you need 7 points of contact quite often before anyone comes on.
That's true. Yeah. And I think too, like you just have to remember, like why are you doing this? Why are you doing the SFM? Why have you decided to do this business? Why are you showing up? Because like
you want to embarrass yourself?
Yeah. But do you know what I mean? It's because like it's never going to be comfortable. Like it's never going to feel good ever. Yeah. Like I spent the majority of 2017 feeling like I was going to throw up. Like every day. Do you know what I mean? Just totally out of my comfort zone. It's scared. And that is never ever gonna go away. So it's about what is the bigger picture? Why are you actually doing this? Because you have a choice is to retreat and stay where you are and let fear just let it control you, or you go, I'm doing this because of X, Y, and Z, and I know I'm scared. I'm going to do this, and it's probably going to be shit, and that's okay. And then you do it, and then you realize it's not that shit, and people give you support and encouragement, and then you go, oh, all right, and then you take the next step. But it's like it's never going to feel good. That
looks like your reason there.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah, it's just never going to feel good. That's what I learned this year. It's never going to feel good. we want the friggin' beach party now, and it's like, well, I've got to become the person. I have to become the person who earns that.
That's why all the mindset and the personal development's really important.
It is.
Meditation and all that kind of stuff, because that really helps.
It does, yeah, for sure. It's helped me tremendously, yeah.
And maybe the mirroring. I'm going to give that a go.
Oh yeah, mirroring. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an NLP thing, isn't it?
Whatever
But,
works.
Yeah, it's just trying. You just got to throw. It's like throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks, isn't it? And just like with some things, and just showing up, I think, is the main thing. But
or you go back to buying lotto tickets and hope it comes in.
Yeah, that's
and then you haven't become anything.
You can do both.
Oh, can you?
yeah, that's true. Actually, you can buy lotto tickets and still do this.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it detracts from your marketing budget though.
True. That's $2. That's a $2 scratchy you could have put into boosting a post.
Yep.
But it's been an awesome journey, and I'm really so glad to be here. I'm just friggin' love it. Yeah. Just I love the growth. That's the part that I can't believe what I'm doing now. Like I just can't already, and I'm not making money yet. Like I'm not making any. Like I've made $200. So, but I just love what I'm doing. I just love who I'm becoming through this process. So that's how I know I'm on track. I've never felt this way in my life. So, got to keep doing it.
No, just have to keep on.
That's it.
Never give up.
That's it.
That's the one.
So cool.
And Kelly, just if you get a chance, Kelly, watch the Stealth Marketing Call with Alex if you haven't seen that one.
Is that a recent one?
It is a very recent one, the last one before Christmas. They talk about blogging and using Facebook to boost your blogging. So he talked about Facebook, but he combines the blog with the Facebook and how they go about it.
With Alex Smale?
Yeah, but it's stealth marketing one, the one with Daniel.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I haven't watched one for a while, so.
That will be a good one for you to watch.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Will do.
Awesome.
Well, that's been an hour. So
before you
unless
go,
we got any
Robbie,
more questions.
Yeah, before we go, Karina could be promoting the Sunday get together.
Oh,
this Sunday.
How good are you?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if I can make it, Karina, because of the family being here and it's their birthday.
Yeah, this Sunday. So there's a Sydney SFM meetup group on Facebook. And there was a event scheduled for this Sunday, but I think one person could come, maybe two. So we cancelled it it's the first Sunday of every month. So
why can't you meet with two people?
I'm not going to be there. I'm away. Well, because I don't. Exactly. It's a bad time of year.
Yeah.
So we're going to start in February, but the first Sunday of every month. Yeah. At the Opera House, at the Opera Bar.
Cool.
So if anyone's in Sydney, or you can plan that way, like first Sunday of the month, you can put in your diary.
Fly in from New Zealand just to be there.
Or if you, I'm more thinking for those peeps on like Central Coast, like Angie, or like people with kids who have to find babysitters and stuff. Like if it's the first Sunday of every month, you can plan in advance. So
and read the little write-up, because you've got an accountability challenge each month.
I know, I took that off today because I thought
that was a brilliant idea.
Did you? I took it off because I thought, I sound like a Nazi?
No, because I actually think the accountability partners that we're using in the Perth challenge, which you'd find because you're with Grant and I'm with Lois, and I just think I think it's great having an accountability partner. So I thought that was a good idea.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll put it back on, because I read it again today and I thought I sound like an absolute Nazi taskmaster. People just
what's wrong with that?
Well, maybe you should build up to that.
It's all about choice. People can participate or not.
That's very true. Okay, I'm going to put it back on. Thank you, Angie.
And, next week we have Kat Smith on the call.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
She's great.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, cool. She's
So
good.
put it in your diary. Next week, be here.
Yeah, that's going on my calendar because I'd love to chat with her actually.
Yeah.
Excellent. How exciting. I'm so glad I'm here. And thank you for inviting me, and thanks to everyone for listening to me ramble on for an hour. But
you're good value.
Very enjoyable.
We might have some converts to the video challenge.
I hope so. It's really worth it.
Yeah.
It's really worth it.
Thanks for coming, and
All right,
we'll see you all next week.
Excellent.
Thanks,
Bye, guys.
Bye.